Hey guys, Tweedledope here, aka Smoke and Barrel. So what we need to do to get the gathering professions HUD up and working with the routes add-on. So first you'll need to get GatherMate 2, which is here. You can also get this through CurseForge, manually install it. I assume that you would already know how to install add-ons. So then you need to get Sphinx, GatherMate 2 Data Classic. And after that, you need to get Farm HUD, which is the 8.3 Classic. It may have updated since then, but I don't think it's updated for quite some time. Anyway, after that, you need to go to CurseForge and you need to get the routes add-on. Now, this won't install through the Twitch mods. I think it only does it for retail. Could be wrong, but I haven't been able to get it work with Classic. So anyway, here we've got these lines. Don't worry about that. That's my recordings. So we'll go into Classic World of Warcraft interface. Now they're saying to modify some files. Now I'm going to have the already modified files, the entire routes folder or add-on folder in a link in the description below. That's my Google Drive. So these will already be done, but if you're a do-it-yourself kind of guy, then you'll need to go into modules, auto show, edit with Notepad++. I highly suggest Notepad++ for these sorts of files like .xml, .lua files. This is fantastic because it shows the LUA arguments perfectly. So for auto show, it says for line 10. So the old will show down to logging there. Obviously there's no scroll, but this one has been changed. Now this guy went through Mayo Truck 77 and went through and found all of the fixes. Obviously this guy came up with the code to fix it, but the actual add-on creator hasn't fixed it for quite some time. So anyway, you've got the auto show line 10. So you would select from 10, and so, you know, hypothetically you'll be selecting all of that. So, you know, left click, selecting all the way down to that bottom bit. Then you'll go over here, Control A, or maybe not Control A. So you'll click and drag, scroll wheel, there we go, copy that, and then you'll just paste into what you've already selected. Now obviously I've already got that, so that doesn't matter. Then what you'll have to do is go to the actual routes.lua. So you were in modules, you go back out and you go to routes.lua. So that's the main mod file there, the main LUA. So we'll go down to 196, and that's where that old line was, at line 196. So 196 here, and you'll just copy and paste that over what's here. So that's already done. So basically I've already modified the add-on and it's already in the Google Drive, but again, if you're a DIY, do it this way and that should be good. Now we need to go into WoW. Don't mind any banging in the background, that's just my partner messing with stuff. Go on to Smoke and Barrel. Okay, first thing we do, interface options, add-ons, and we go to GatherMate 2. Now you'll see import here. Ignore the expansion. Mine's filled with Cataclysm at the moment because I stupidly clicked it, but it doesn't really matter. So what you'll need to do is merge. You can overwrite, but there are some things from the GatherMate 2 data that have still not been like that. GatherMate 2 data does not cover everything. I've still found nodes that aren't in it. So I'd highly suggest merging, and it will double up on some things, like you'll find some Black Lotus nodes and stuff like that will have like 2 or 3 of these little green circles around them. That just means that the data's doubled up essentially, and it needs to put it somewhere. It won't put it right on top of each other, I don't think. But merge I found to be the best. It will fix up itself. Like, so say if there's a cluster of green circles, you see that there is actually a node there to be gathered, you gather it and it'll fix it and it'll go back down to 1. There is a way to clean that up. You can look that up in a video, I'm sure. There's quite a few, like WTB Gold. He actually does quite a few gathering add-on guides. But anyway, so this is just a guide for Sandstorm. I'm not putting this out there public. Anyway, so you'll select merge, what database you're wanting to merge. So what part of it do you want fishing, whatever. I just do all of them and then click import, and that's done. Then you'll need to go to Farm HUD, which is here, and you'll want to select a key binding. Now I put mine to the tilde key so I can just, you know, tap it whenever I'm wanting to farm, and that allows me to bring it up on the HUD like so. And routes is what gives you that line. So what we'll do, /routes, and we'll go into our routes here. Now I've already got one. I can just delete the route, and this is essentially what you'll have here. So you need to create the route. So I'm in Ungaro at the moment, so I'm going to go down Ungaro Crater and Ungaro Yeet mode. Okay. Now I want to take in GatherMate 2 and Handy Notes. Now I think that's just because I have Handy Notes, but I don't really have anything in there from Handy Notes. It's just GatherMate 2 really that I'm wanting. And I'm after Dreamfoil, not Sungrass. So the lines will, like, your route will get a lot longer and drawn out if you start clicking absolutely everything. If you have mining and herbing and you click everything, good luck completing your route in a short amount of time. So I'm just after Dreamfoil here, so I'll create the route. You can see it showing up on my minimap there. And if we go in here, so first I'll show you on the minimap, it's like all jagged and all that. Obviously that should be like to there and all that, and so it looks really inefficient at the moment. So we'll go to optimize route. I just went with the standard cluster radius. So basically it'll clump nodes together. So if you've got, like, you know, these two Dreamfoil close together, it's going to change the line. You'll see that in a moment. So we'll cluster it, and you'll see it's sort of optimized a little bit. Now, if you've got a pretty poor computer, then I would suggest doing background route. It's a little bit slower, but I've got a decent rig, so I'm gonna click foreground. And now that's tidied up the route a lot. So obviously it doesn't have, it doesn't detect water and dips in the terrain and all that sort of stuff. Like going up here is a little bit difficult. Going across there is definitely not advisable. So you come around here, up there, or you might even decide to skip that node entirely. But you were able to edit the routes manually, but because of the fix that we've had to put in to get this to work, you can't edit the route. And when this was showing, when I did get it to show via another fix that I found, it would error out. I couldn't actually manually drag these lines at all. So pretty much you just have, you've already got a route without this add-on ingrained in your head, I'm sure. So, just get this one ingrained in your head. Obviously don't cross the water, run around it, stuff like that. But this will take you, for the most part, through the shortest route. So that's that in a nutshell. I will show a video of my rogue setting up a route now. And as you can see, it definitely is a lot more valuable if you're not wanting to spend a lot of time gathering. And one more thing before we finish is we'll go into the line settings. Now that's fugly, to be honest. So I like blue, switch it to a nice blue. For the mini map, increase the line width just so I can kind of use my peripheral to farm if I'm like watching a movie or something to kill time. And there you go, that's your farm route. I just hit the tilde key. Now it does get rid of the nodes if you're just wanting to look at the mini map. So what I suggest, still keep farm hard and everything, but you'll have to go into your add-ons, go to routes, reload it. And there you go, you're back to a normal thing. But if you do bring up farm hut, it brings up all the nodes, but when you click farm hut again, no nodes. So you'll have to reload every single time because farm hut bugs out for some reason, and I'm assuming it's because it's not retail, it's classic. But to have these add-ons in classic is a massive help. Now I'm going to have another video in a moment that will show you how to, you know, put the routes folder into the add-ons folder. Actually, bugger it. Let's just do it now. So we've got the routes folder that I've put in my Google Drive, and you're wanting to put it in, you know, you're wanting it to run on your computer. Hang on, we'll just exit out of WoW real quick. So you're wanting it to run on your computer. So all you need to do, go to your Warcraft Classic interface add-ons folder, take the routes folder you've downloaded from my thing, from my Google Drive, sorry, getting lazy here, and just simply copy and paste it in. I've already got it, so not going to do that here. Now, if for some reason it throws up errors after you've done that, then what you'll need to do is go to WTF, account, your account name. Obviously, you're not more than 1987, that's me. Get your own. Save to variables. And you'll see routes in here. So I've got back and just .lua. I believe that deletes your routes, but if you've got any sort of errors being thrown up constantly, that will fix it. Anyway, this video dragged on a little bit longer than I wanted, but yeah, enjoy your new farming potential. Cheers.